So, we lost Ellen Page to the trans cult. Where to begin? Ellen posted a statement on her Twitter and Instagram today. It's long-winded and details how very special she is, of course. Hi friends, I want to share with you that I am trans. My pronouns are he, they, and my name is Elliot. Of course it's fucking Elliot. Find me a very special he, they, them whose name isn't Elliot or Oliver. I'm waiting. Anyway. I feel lucky to be writing this, to be here, to have arrived at this place in my life. I feel overwhelming gratitude for the incredible people who have supported me along this journey. I can't begin to express how remarkable it feels to finally love who I am enough to pursue my authentic self. I've been endlessly inspired by so many in the trans community. Right, because it's a social contagion, for fuck's sake. She goes on to say, I'll ask for patience. My joy is real, but also fragile. Well, ain't that the truth? We know how fragile all this gender crap is because any tiny fragment of dissent is shattering the entire illusion to them. I'm scared of the invasiveness. Well then, why are you announcing this to the world? I'm scared of the hate, the jokes, and of violence. Okay. To be clear, I'm not trying to dampen a moment that is joyous and one that I celebrate, but I want to address the full picture. The statistics are staggering. Discrimination towards trans people is rife, insidious, and cruel, resulting in horrific consequences. Maybe for homosexual male sex workers, often of color, but for a incredibly wealthy white Canadian woman, no. She says, in 2020 alone, it has been reported that at least 40 transgender people have been murdered. Do you have a source for that? I'd love to see a source for that. Especially, like, I've said it before and I'll say it again, that the murder or unnecessary death of any person is horrific. And that, of course, goes for trans-identified people. But when you talk about 20 in a year, 40 in a year, that is in literally no way whatsoever, quote unquote, as bad as what we know the statistic is for the deaths of women just in the United States. Just in the United States, 4 women per day are murdered. 4 per day are murdered in the United States, only in the United States. I mean, like, that's closing in on 1,500 women per year in only the United States. So when you want to use 40 trans people were killed this year, which is horrific, but you don't, like, you use that as some sort of a gotcha for how horribly trans people have it. When, like, okay, I can't do this math in my head, but that's 0.02% the amount of women in the United States that are murdered every year. Like, I'm sorry, it's nobody freaking gives this kind of attention to violence against women ever, and it's beyond exponentially worse, unthinkably, unimaginably worse. So spare me with your fucking inflated statistics. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even want to go through this fucking letter anymore because it's just exhausting, and it's like ugh, I'm trans, I'm queer. Like, no, you're fucking not. You're a privileged, beyond privileged, wealthy, white Canadian. You're married to a woman, so, like, I can't even wrap this up because I'm so fucking mad. Like, it's also a loss. Like, Ellen Page coming out as gay, as a lesbian, was so profoundly special to so many young women and girls. And now she's a straight man. Like, okay. It's the same thing with the same, like, feelings regarding Rhea Butcher when she came out as a very special non-binary they them. It's like, get fucked, you guys. I'm exhausted, and this is just endlessly more pathetic that these wealthy white women all of these, like, in your face, in the public eye, out there, publicly trans or queer, non-binary bullshit people are white and wealthy celebrities. Like, or if they're not celebrities, they're white and wealthy, like, public figures, like Ellen Page and Rhea Butcher, what's his name, Sarah McBride, who is a politician, Jessica Yaniv, Charlotte Clymer. Like, they're all just white, wealthy people who have a lifetime of privilege, and it's like, they want to talk about the importance of awareness about violence and hardship of trans people when your entire lives you've lived as wealthy white people. Like, get fucked. This is pathetic. Okay, so I've had time to listen back to what I recorded. This was on the day that Ellen Page came out, and it's obviously been a few days now. And I was so mad, clearly, because, like, my thoughts were so discombobulated. I couldn't even get my thoughts together. Also, I have no idea what was going on in the background with all the thumping. Pardon me. With all the thumping. I was, don't tell my boss. I was at work in my office recording that when I got to work in the morning, and oh my God, sorry. And I have no idea. I share a wall with, like, a thin wall, so I can always hear what's going on in the next office. So I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, I don't really have much to add. I just wanted to say sorry that it was such a discombobulated mess, but I think my one take, off the cuff, on the spot recordings are part of my charm or something. So yeah, my point still stands. It's all bullshit. And that's all. Bye.